Hello, my name is Anthony De Silva. This is my IA project for IB Comp Sci. This is Criterion D. This is my video explaining, the circumstances around the project and how well it fits our bullet points and our criteria that the client set for us. So it started out, my father wanted a chessboard. He wanted it to have color-coded pieces. He wanted you to be able to tell the difference. He wanted to have a GUI. We'll get into that. We'll constantly be referring, of course, to our bullet points up here. This is going to sort of determine how well we fulfilled them and what improvements we need to make. I'm always open for improvements, and my client has suggested some improvements. So we're going to go to the first one, and it says, include color-coded pieces and be able to tell the difference between functions. So we've kind of got that. We don't have a GUI, and we'll get to that later because time constraints, but we'll go here, and you can tell the difference between the pieces. I did make that at least. Considering that there's no white or black necessarily, I decided to make the variables, the lowercase w and the lowercase p, I decided to make those go before the actual piece differentiators. That way you could tell whether a piece is white or a piece is black. So B obviously is for black, W is for white. We've got a P for pawn, R for rook, N for knight, B for bishop, Q for queen, K for king. So you can tell the difference. Included GUI, that was a time constraint. Sadly, we were not able to include a GUI, and I did unpack that with my client early into the project, and he was completely fine with it. He didn't really care one way or the other as long as the product was done. Include a simple way to move pieces. We've got that. So we've got algebraic notation. This is how we're going to move pieces. We've also got a way to quit the program should you want to. You just go over and put quit, and you're exited out of the program. If you do want to play, however, you can go, for example, let's just put in the EG. We're going to go E2, E4. Then it will update it in the code. It's going to update that board, and it's going to allow you to move forward 2 spaces, right? So then we go E7, E5. Oh. I'm going to go E7, E5. There you go. Now you've got 2 pawns, and you can continue doing this for the entire time. Now, we do have to do something so it makes it more of a broad range, because if you don't input the exact qualifiers, like if you don't put it in this exact way, it's kind of going to give you this whole thing right here. So that's something we could also improve on. The 4th bullet point, be able to complete an entire game of chess on the program. Now, I've done this with my client. I did this on March the 1st. I played an entire game of chess with him on the program using only the algebraic notation, and it worked out just fine. And as long as the 2 players really know the rules of chess, you should be able to work fine on this program and be able to move your pieces and whatnot, get a checkmate, Now we've got our 5th bullet point. 5th bullet point is going to include turns and move prohibition for illegal moves, as well as stop occurs. This is going to be no, we were not able to do this. We were not able to implement turns really, or any type of thing that ends the game if there's a checkmate. We also weren't able to do any en passant or castling due to time constraints. We do have an algebraic notation system, however. That's bullet point number 6. E2, E4, for example, E4, F3, and then data privacy and provisions. This was ruled to be obsolete because if there's no really network and you're just doing this like with your friend that's next to you, you don't really need data privacy and provisions, so we kind of scrapped that whole idea, and that's why I put parentheses next to it. And we have a score of at least 8.5 out of 10 satisfaction by the client. Now, I did get a 9 out of 10 satisfaction for the client, so I would consider this to be a success. Thank you for listening to this.